videos, and I understand that there are ways to gain a personal pension plan. I'm not offered a pension plan through work, which is pretty common because only 10% of people currently have pension plans, which is just typically what a pension plan is they're taking your money while you're working. Your employer is taking your money while you're working, and rather than contributing to a defined contribution plan such as a 401k, 403b, if you're offered a pension, they're going to invest the money on the back end, and they're going to give you some sort of guaranteed income stream that you could never outlive. And you could take this in the form of a single life only. You could take this in the form of a joint to make sure you and your spouse are covered. You could do a certain period, certain term. And unfortunately, pension plans were great. But in 1974, when they changed around a lot of the way that retirement plans were made up, when they created the branch called ERISA, they went from a defined benefit, because a pension plan, they're defining your benefit. 1974, they went more into defined contribution plans. They're going to take the risk off of the employer and throw it onto the employee. Now, sometimes the employee, if they were market savvy and they said, okay, well, whatever, I'll just, I kind of understand these things. I understand I have some funds, but I'm thinking that I could do it pretty well on myself. I'll kind of have some fun with this, and I think I could invest the money a little bit better than what my employer does. So, what they did was, when they first started working or they were changing jobs, whatever it is, they might have been offered a 401k, 403b. They might have created their own traditional IRA. If it was fairly recent, 1998 or above, they possibly created some sort of Roth IRA. They had some money in savings, stocks, mutual funds, whatever it is. But now they say, well, Derek, the market took a hit. And I don't know what to do, because even if I have these funds there, that I've accumulated all these assets, how exactly can I create this pension plan structure to give me income that I cannot outlive? And as a registered nurse, you have to understand you could create a personal pension plan. You have to make sure that it's safe. You have to make sure that there's some sort of legal reserve system backing. You have to make sure that whatever the company is, whatever the entity is that's offering these guaranteed contracts, that they have the proper safety involved. You also have to understand that these plans could actually get you much higher income than using a pension plan through work. People come to me and they say, okay, listen, I have this option right now. I'm retiring, and my employer's coming to me and they're saying, listen, you have two options. We could either give you a pension plan option, or we could give you a lump sum option. So I say, okay, well, bring me exactly what the amount of money would be for the lump sum option, and we'll determine. Because most likely the pension plan's options are going to be favorable for the company's standpoint. If you could put it on your own personal pension side, you have these companies that specialize in these personal pension plans, and they understand the law of large numbers. They understand that as you're accumulating your money into these personal pension plans, other people are retiring, and it's much easier. The guaranteed insurance contracts, they have to have dollar for dollar in legal reserve systems. They're safe. And your money is going to have a much higher rate of return. Typically in the cases, I'd say about 80 to 90% of the cases, if they have a lump sum option, and I understand what the pension plan option is versus lump sum, the lump sum option with a personal pension plan beats it out about 80 to 90% of the time. So you say, okay, I understand that, but I have a 401k. What exactly does that mean? Does that mean only qualified funds? Only funds qualified for retirement through the IRS can go into these personal pension plans? No. And what happens is you have to, anytime you look at an investment plan, either a retirement or some sort of checking account, savings account, whatever it is, you have to deem, is it qualified by the IRS or is it non-qualified by the IRS? The 401k is a qualified plan. So what would happen is you could roll this money over into a personal pension plan. If this is 401k that's sitting on the sidelines, not during your working, but if you change employers and it's a 401k and it's kind of sitting on the sidelines, you could roll that over into a qualified pension plan, personal pension plan. So 401k is qualified. 403b, same situation. That would be rolled over into a qualified plan. Traditional IRA, it's qualified. It's qualified retirement plan deemed on the IRS as they understand that it's going to be fully taxable. You're getting your tax deduction anytime you're making contributions into these plans, and now it's going to be fully taxable. So that's typically what the qualified plan is. A Roth IRA. Now this was created in 1998 by Senator Roth, and it was meant to help out some of the younger generation, understanding that tax brackets are so low right now that they should be increasing. So what we'll do is we're just not going to give you the tax deduction now if you contribute into these plans, but we'll give you tax-free money later. So regardless of whatever the accounts grow to, whatever that is, you'll be able to have tax-free money later. But not everybody is qualified for a Roth IRA. And that's one thing you have to understand. You have to be specific with your individual retirement plan. It can't just be watching a Susie Orman video and stating, oh yeah, I want to invest into a Roth IRA. If you make too much money, you can't. You have to understand what the terms are with that. Roth IRA is an excellent vehicle though, but this would go into a non-qualified account because they're not getting their taxes on the back end. Savings account, you're not getting any tax deduction, you're not getting any of that. It's not qualified on the IRS books, so this is non-qualified. Stocks would be non-qualified. Mutual funds would be non-qualified. So with these personal pension plans, understand that you could have a mixture of qualified, has to stay on the qualified side with these personal pension plans, or non-qualified money would be non-qualified. So typically it's going to be two different ones, and dependent upon what your goals are, you could match up certain goals. You could use laddering strategies as well for the qualified money, the non-qualified money. Once again, my name is Derek Afasi. I thank you very much for watching this video.